Welcome, my peeps, my peoples. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It would be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart, my peeps, my peoples. Mary Jane's in the building. Let's talk about Black Ink Crew New York, Season 6, Episode 14. It seems like the next episode is going to be off the chain with Walt. Walt is going through some things, and we don't know what he's going through. And it seems like Donna's going to fall ill. But we know she's doing good now. So let's start off with they're still over there at the ski resort basically, and they're getting ready to have, Young Bae's bachelorette party. So they're all sitting around the fire just chilling, and also Donna asks, Sky to please stay off of Ted's situation with him and Jada, because let's enjoy Young Bae's, bachelorette party. So they're sitting around the fire, and Sky is just like, yeah, okay, whatever. I'll leave it alone now. I promised Donna that I wouldn't do anything, but you know what? I'm on the case. I'm investigating because you know what? I'm gonna let it go for now, but I'm gonna get to it. She did an investigation on Jada. Let's investigate. If your son's story is true. Like, did he not get along with his adopted father, or the father that was supposed to have raised him that was Caucasian? Find out, was he actually abused? That would be something worth finding out too. But I think the Jada situation is worth finding out too as well. So anyways, Sky was like, you know what? Ted is off limits, and Jada, you need to keep your hands off. You're only the, receptionist. You got hired because Walt wanted to, do you, and you didn't want to do him, but you pretend like you wanted to do him. And so he made sure you got hired when Melanie fired you, and Ted hired you back, and Walt was thinking he got something going on with you, but it didn't happen. You end up hooking up with Donna, and it seems like you hooked up with Teddy. That's how it went down. So anyway, Sky wants Teddy to be off limits. Basically, she doesn't want a new chick to come in and start sleeping her way around the shop or whatever. They used to do that before, because remember, Black Ink had nothing but mixies around. But we don't see the mixies around. Basically, they're employing them. So anyways, it is what it is. So anyways, Sky says that she found some information, some rumor on social media, and she's trying to make sure that it is true, and she's trying to get the story together, because basically she wants to make sure she exposes something about Jada, and she really wants to expose her. But you know who we see chilling in the cut at Bae's bachelorette party is none other than Crystal. Crystal's chilling. She's having a good time. She's partying, and it's so nice to see Crystal and C's back together, chilling, having a good time, even though he wasn't planning for her to be there, but she's there, and he's not being negative towards the situation, and she's actually having a good fun. She's actually feeling a part of the situation. Probably she always wanted to feel a part of the team or whatever, and we find out why she would want to feel a part of the team. So anyways, C's talks to Kit or whatever. He's talking to Kit, and basically it's a no-go. The situation is over. Kit and C's are done. Kit was like, she's gonna go with her woman tuition and actually walk away from C's because of the little snow bunny, and she doesn't want to be a part of that situation, because she feels like C's is always gonna have another woman waiting in the wing or somewhere around, and he's not gonna respect the boundaries of a relationship, or respect the boundaries of just dealing with one person having sex with. Even though we know C's had an STD in the beginning of the season, it seems like he wanted to slow down, but it seems like he's gonna be fastening back up. So anyways, it's done. It's a no-go. It's over. And so then after that, Kit was like, she's just done. So Bae party begins, and they're having a good time, and they're playing truth or dare. You got what's her name? you got Kev asks for dare or whatever, so he basically drinks a shot off of Jada. You got Miss Kit. She is dared to dance on top of the table because she shows dare. So they playing truth or dare. She's on the table dancing, giving a show, whatever, shaking that booty, taking off her shirt, showing her bra, and guess who walks in? None other than Persuasion. Persuasion was like, I was on Instagram and it looked like you guys are having an awful time, so I'm here to show up to give it to you. Persuasion is like kind of like stalking C's. Sky was like, she's the #1 stalker. Like, her stalking game is on lock. But basically, she wants to be a part of Caesar's team. She left Bad Girls Club. She hasn't been on TV, and plus, she gave C some, some nookie cookie, and she wants to be next to him, you know what I mean? Because C's is shining right now. Black ink is shining. She's trying to be a part of the team. You ain't gonna just throw me away like a throwaway. She's trying to show up, even though it seems desperate or whatever, it seems thirsty, but she's trying to get put on. She's trying to keep her name out there. She's trying to be in entertainment business, whether it looks slutty, trashy, or she looks like a stalker. She goes away, then we won't see her. So she's trying to be around. It is what it is. So her and C's have a talk. C's was like, "What you doing here?" She was like, "Oh, don't me and you have a good time together? We enjoy each other's company." C's was like, "Yo, I already broke up with you, whatever." She was like, "Yo, it's all good. Let's just have fun." So basically, but what I can't say about Persuasion, her sunglasses was on fleek. I love her sunglasses. So anyways, that's how that goes. The strippers come. The strippers, they got female strippers, male stripper. The male stripper, he's doing his thing or whatever. He nice body, got some technique or whatever. It's all good. So anyways, it is what it is. So then Sky was like, oh, Sky finally got the confirmation of the email. So she gets the phone and she shows it to everybody that's she shows it to Kev. She shows it to, Young Bay. She shows it to Miss Kit. She shows it to Donna. She shows it to Walt. And so basically the email got some information on it. And so Sky was like, is somebody going to say what's on the email? Is somebody going to say what's in the email? Somebody going to read it out? And nobody wants to say anything. Walt was like, I don't want no part of this shit. Like, I'm not going to do no shit like that. I'm not gonna be wild like that, nah. So nobody wants to say anything, you know what I'm saying? But Persuasion was like, the email says that Jada has herpes. And it's like, oh my gosh, she has herpes, OMG. And for, Sky to expose this information on national TV and it didn't get cleared up on this episode, that is bad. It might get cleared up later on, but it looks bad. And that's like, damn, that's some personal information. Like, Sky went deep, she went down in the gut, and she got this information. And she's like, not exposing it on Instagram, not exposing it on YouTube, not exposing it on, Twitter, or, Snapchat. She exposing it on VH1, a syndicated station where everybody could see it. Jada got to be feeling some type of way. Like, Jada, like, Sky can get it. Like, Sky needs to get it. Basically, if that was me in that situation. The way that Sky be going around picking at y'all are crazy to be dealing with. The way she dogged Donna out. The way she dogged Young Bay up, but Young Bay can't do nothing because she's pregnant. The way that she's dogging Jada out. Oh no, like that is some messed up shit, because there are some people that watch the show that do have herpes, and it's just like, damn, you're making it like it's an awful thing. Nobody wants to get herpes, but shit happens. You get it. You can get herpes with using a condom too as well. So the email said use a condom with Jada because she got herpes, and so the information came from an ex-girlfriend of some a girlfriend that Jada slept with her man, and so basically maybe gave her man herpes, maybe her man gave Jada herpes, or whatever. And so, Jada, she's upset. She's mad. She was like, oh, that's not true. Why are you doing that? This is all messed up. And this is foul. And so Sky was like, ha ha, you got herpes. Ha ha, you got herpes. Like, damn. Isn't that some shit? That is some low down dirty shit. And that's probably why Sky don't have a relationship with her son like she needs to, because she needs the cleansing. She needs to cleanse her inside out. She needs to do something. And basically, by me saying that, I'm thinking about Kathy. Kathy will be in the next episode. I was thinking about Kathy, like, where's she been? She needs to be on the show too as well, because she helped start Black Ink. When the season started, basically coming after oh shit, showing up at the shop being all crazy and delusional. So she's back, and she is a spiritual healer. So we'll be seeing that next episode. And so it's just like Sky is low down and dirty. So, it's just crazy. Sky was like, you got herpes. You got herpes. Ha! She's doing all like that. Is so terrible. Like, OMG. That's the same way she did Miss Kit. Told her Miss Kit face is greasy. Her face is oily. Oh my God. And so, anyways, Jada tries to, come at Sky, but, security get her out the way. Basically, she's just like, yo, that's so messed up. And she was like, yeah, I know it's messed up. You got herpes. You sick bitch. That's what Sky says. Like, oh my God. That is horrifying. Imagine somebody outing somebody outing you if you have a disease like that on a syndicated station, basically, and they don't clear it up right away. I'm like, oh my God. But, and then on the other hand, if Jada does have herpes, like, yo, what's up? Ted did have sex with her. And then on top of that, you know, Donna was sleeping with, you know, with Jada. So, like, we got herpes going around. Like, I talked about this herpes situation on all these TV shows. Herpes is going around like it ain't nobody's business. So, but did Jada tell, you know, Ted or Donna that she had herpes on the low? But if they did, they probably wouldn't sleep with her, because Ted is acting like, okay. And so anyways, it is what it is. Sky's just laughing. She's just throwing it up. She just thinks this shit is funny. She thinks it's low down and dirty. And to be that hard and not mean towards somebody, she could just, you know, talk to Jada, be like, yo, Jada, off camera, because, you know, smearing somebody with saying that they have an STD could mark them for life, and people will believe that they do have herpes or an STD and don't want to be bothered with them, and, you know, discriminate towards them as well. So anyway, Sky doesn't give a shit. She's like, yo, you want to come in this shop and you want to sleep with my man? You want to come around and spread herpes? Like, bitch, you like, yo, listen, I'm going to do you in. We know how Sky is. She goes deep, she goes hard, and she's dirty. And that's just, So anyways, it is what it is. So we get back to New York. Basically, they at the shop, and, you know, everybody's at the shop chilling. You got C's, you got Kev, you got, you know, Teddy, and you got Donna, you got Miss Kit or whatever. They're chilling at the shop. You got Alex, and basically, you know, Young Bay walks in, was like, yo, guys, I gotta tell you, I'm postponing my, you know, wedding because 2 weeks is too soon. I was rushing it, and Rob wants to have a big wedding with his family, whatever. So basically, you know, Rob put a stop to the bullshit. He was like, we're not doing this in 2 weeks, because it makes sense for them to get married next season so they can have a storyline, and that can add on to their storyline, and plus her having a baby can add on to their storyline for next season. So why rush the wedding now? So anyways, postponing the wedding or whatever, and basically she's gonna lose weight and then do her thing. So anyways, it's all good. And so then that's when Jada was like, yo, listen, I don't have herpes, and she was crying. And so, you know, basically everybody said, you know, I believe you, you don't have herpes or whatever. So it is what it is. I'm just like, damn. But before then, we get Donna. Donna goes to see Mo. Basically, she's all dressed, all sexy. She got her clothes all on. She looking all, you know, like she's ready to come and get this kitty cat look. And so, you know, she kind of looks, you know, out of shape. It kind of looks, you know, a little sloppy or whatever. But we know now Donna is in shape. Donna, you probably had some, you know, a tummy tuck, you know, some surgery done, because Donna right now don't look like that Donna that we seen tonight. So anyways, it is what it is with that situation. I was like, damn. And so moving on from that, Donna and Mo are getting into argument because Mo seen the Instagram pictures of them over there at the ski trip, and he was just like, yo, it looked like he was having sex with, that she was about to have sex with Alex, you know, the vagina slayer. Having a name like the vagina slayer to any man would be offensive if he was posting sexy videos of Donna opening her legs, spreading her legs, you know, getting danced by the strippers. But anyways, shit, I know he had to leave Donna because she's been sleeping with, you know, she's already slept with Alex. It's already been a sex tape out with that or whatever. So Mo and Donna ain't together, and Donna's been sleeping with Jada. So hopefully, you know, they're clean down there. They're not going around spreading the STDs or whatever, because Donna was like, I haven't had sex in 2 days, so I'm really trying to have sex with Mo now. Like, come on. We know, Donna, you've been having sex or whatever. So anyways, you know, Donna's upset. So she wants to confront Alex. She goes to the shop looking for Alex. Alex ain't there. She let everybody know in the shop that it's on. Like, we gonna do this when I see Alex. So anyways, we got Crystal. She comes to the tattoo shop. She comes to Black Ink, basically, and she's gonna get her tattoo fixed up, because when C's first started tattooing, he put her zodiac sign behind her neck, and it was terrible. It was a jailhouse tattoo. Walt is lying. Walt was like, yo, stop lying, Steve. You know Donna did that tattoo. Walt, you dirty for that. So anyways, it is what it is. And so C's fixed her tattoo, and then we find out that C's and, you know, Krista was together for about 6 years, or 6 years before he started the shop. Like, she encouraged him to start his shop, and she was supportive and everything. So he's so glad to see that now that they're friends, and that, you know, she really helped him, you know, get this shop to get the shop done, but he doesn't want to tell Crystal that because he doesn't want her to try to take claim in the shop like, you know, Duchess did, and, you know, steal and want some money from whatever. So anyways, Donna is crazy. Donna's looking for, you know, Alex. Knowing she done slow with Alex. She done liked Alex. She done want it. She done got it. You know, Donna had sex with Alex over there at the ski lounge or whatever, at the ski spot. So you know she had sex with him. So it is what it is. So Cease is just like, you know, he takes care of his baby's mother. He's so happy that they're friends now, and now he understands, and he sees that maybe she was jealous, you know, because if it wasn't for her, the shot wouldn't have popped off like the way it did because of her support. And basically, you can see why that, you know, Crystal was upset with Caesar trying to get money from him, because she was there from the beginning, and then right after they had their child, you know, their relationship, you know, went astray, and he's popping. So she felt like she deserved some of that. So anyways, it is what it is. But now they're happy. They feel good. Cease does a nice tattoo for her. Tattoo's lit. It's the first time we see Cease do a tattoo in like a whole year. So anyways, it is what it is. And so then, you know, Alex walks into the shop, and everybody was like, yo, Kit was like, Alex, I heard Donna wanted to kill you. What's up with that? What you do to her? I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't do anything. And then Ted was like, yo, it's that help me Howard type of shit that's going on. So they letting, you know, Alex know that Donna's trying to get at him, basically. So then that's when Jada brings the STD truck, basically a community healthcare network, you know, bus, basically, to do STD tests or whatever. So she wants to prove to everybody that she doesn't have an STD. So they all go out there to get, you know, tested, and come to find out none of them can get tested because the guy that's running the bus, like, if you had, you know, smoked or drank in the last 30 minutes, you know, your test will come back inaccurate. So basically no one's able to get a test. And you know, Jada feels like she failed at this or whatever. And so then Ted is in his confessional. Ted was like, yo, I know she's clean or whatever, because there's no way she would bring an STD truck here and if she had herpes or she had an STD, so he feels like he's safe. You know, he feels like, you know, he's up on the up because he had sex with her. So basically, you know, Teddy done snitched on himself that he feels like he's safe because she brought the truck. And then he says, oh, I didn't sleep with her. We didn't have sex or whatever, but they did. If they had oral sex, that's even worse if she has herpes. Oh, God. So anyways, it is what it is. It doesn't happen. You know, Sky walks in the shot with her bluish, purplish hair. What I gotta say is Sky sunglasses was on point. So Sky and Jada get into it. Jada let Sky know, hey, listen, I brought an STD truck here to make sure so I can get tested so people can know that I don't have herpes, because there's a rumor going around. It's he said, she said, whatever. And Sky was like, you got herpes, bitch. Like, yo, Sky is crazy. So anyway, Sky was like, oh, so you're gonna bring a truck here and not get tested? Come on, what's wrong? Why can't you get your vagina tested? So, oh, because we all got high or whatever. But so anyways, it is what it is. And so then, you know, that's when Jada was like, yo, Sky is just jealous because Ted don't want her no more. She's just jealous, and she's jealous of me. And she kind of had a good point because Sky kind of had, like, you know, Jada's hair or whatever. But basically, you know, Sky wants to let her know that you can't come in here and just go around sleeping with people. Come in here and do your job. That's what you're here to do. So anyways, so basically, you know, Jada was like, oh, she's jealous because Ted is into me and wants to be with me, and he doesn't want her old wrinkle, roby-poby pussy or whatever. So basically, she was just like, you know, Sky is, you know, just jealous. So she was like, you jealous bitch or whatever, you hating or whatever because he likes me and whatever. So then, you know, Jada walks off to shop and whatever. So then, you know, Sky's sitting there, you got herpes, whatever you say, herpes. I was like, oh my God, this is so bad. And so it's like, damn, you got, you know, C starting off with having a herpes from the jump street. So it is what it is. So the truck comes, Blase the third. It is what it is. I'm just like, damn. So I was just like, shit, like, damn, does Jada got herpes? And they didn't even clear it up. And so now we got Cease. He goes to talk to, you know, Sky basically about the next step to make sure she goes out and reach out to Genesis and talk to him, whatever. And she was like, she really doesn't want to reach out to him. She really doesn't want to talk to him because she doesn't want to say, she doesn't know what he's going to say. And basically she doesn't want him to deny her. She doesn't want to be abandoned by him. She doesn't want him to walk away from her. She doesn't want him to diss her or make her feel bad. And it's like, damn, Sky, it's not about you, it's about Genesis. It's like he feels the same way that you feel, like you don't want to be hurt. He was hurt like that when you walked away from him, when you turned your back on him, because, you know, Genesis actually saying that he was present mind to know when he was 6 years old that he knew his mom gave him away, and he was there and he looked at her or whatever, and he walked, and he said she walked away and she never turned back, and basically it's been 15 years. So Genesis has felt abandoned for 15 years. He felt like his mother didn't want him. He had a bad situation with the parents that was raising him, and he ended up being locked up. He ended up being homeless. So basically he's ended up going through a lot of things because of Sky giving him up, basically. And he just wants her to be honest about the situation. He wants to be honest about the adoption and stop saying that it was an adoption, because the story says that DCYF came and got the kids, and the kids was going to go to DCYF custody and all this other shit that came in the picture. So anyways, he wants her to be honest. And Sky was like, I don't know what to say. I don't want him to hurt me no more. I don't want to cry no more. I don't want this no more. But damn, you have to be the adult in a situation and actually step up, like, you know what, you can hurt me. You can bring that pain towards me. You can tell me you're mad. You can tell me you're upset. You can be mad at me, because the way that Sky and her son are communicating is like they're both adolescent trying to communicate, because they didn't mature as adults, because there's steps that you're supposed to go through as you growing up. From being a baby, from being a toddler, from being a child, to being a teenager, to being a young adult. And it's stages that you go to where you're supposed to mature, where you're supposed to be guided. Your younger years are the most important years, where like you need a stable environment, you need balance, you need understanding, you need people to teach you and show you that emotional stuff, because if you don't grow up without having emotional love, then it's very difficult for you to express that love. So we see that with Sky, we see that with Genesis. So anyways, Sky and Genesis meet up, and it's a terrible situation. It doesn't go like it's supposed to. So but anyway, Cease understands what Sky is saying or whatever, blah, in a third, but he just feels like it's a bad. He just feels like Sky really needs to step up to the plate, and it is what it is. So anyways, we got Donna. She finds Alex. She stole snow on him, and it is what it is with that situation. And boom, we move on to Genesis and Sky. Genesis and Sky meet up, and basically Sky says what's up to Genesis. Genesis did not reply back. C says what up to Genesis, and Genesis did not reply back. He's acting like a child. You can tell he's an emotional, damaged young man. He may be 19 years old, but his mental capacity is of a child, because if you don't grow with love and you feel like you didn't have love, how do you know how to show love? How do you know how to be? You don't know how to control your emotions, just like Sky doesn't know how to control her emotions or whatever. So he's very disrespectful. It's almost like when you do, when a child has been abused and they go visit a counselor, and the counselor is trying to, talk to them about the situation, trying to bring out things of their feelings. They use toys, they use different shapes of things, they use pictures, they use TV or whatever to try to bring out that emotion, to get the child to talk, because they are damaged. And so that's the situation that's going on with Genesis and Sky. And basically they need a real therapist, a real counselor, a real psychologist there, basically, to help them. And so basically it is what it is. He doesn't say shit to her or whatever. He's upset, he's mad, and she was like, it's good to see you, I'm glad you're here, whatever, thank you for taking the time out to see me or whatever. So basically that type of talk is kind of like a nuisance, basically. It's like an avoidance type of like, oh, thank you for taking your time to meet me or whatever. It's like, come on, what do you mean thank me? This shit was set up. The cameras are here, I'm here. It's not like, this shit was planned, basically. So Sky was just like trying to talk to him, and he was like, he really doesn't have anything to say. He doesn't have, a word to say at all. He's quiet, and Sky doesn't know how to bring that information out of him and talk to him, basically. And Sky was like, yo, I know 19 is a tough age, so basically let me talk about when I was 19 years old. And he doesn't want to hear about her shit. He wants to hear about her saying that she's sorry. He wants to hear about her saying that, Sky was like, I gave you up for adoption. I thought that was the best thing for you. That was the best thing I could do. And basically he probably feels like it's not the best thing you could do. You could have tried. You could have not gotten in trouble. You could have been here for me. You could have come and visit me. You have 15 years, and now you just come in to see me, and it's with cameras, it's set up. Hopefully Genesis is getting paid. And so basically Genesis was like, it was no adoption. So he's already figuring out that Sky is already not telling the truth, and basically she stuck to that story. Like, maybe Sky believes that in her own mind, because in the interview it was like DCYF came and got the kids. That was the story. So anyways, moving on from that, and Sky was like, she wanted to do better and all this other stuff, and you know, and he was like, yo, you have 50. She was like, she messed up, she had a really bad life, she made a lot of bad decisions, and you know, she was really messed up. And he was like, well, you still messed up now. It's been, you've been messed up and you've been down for like 15 years basically. And she was like, yeah, I have been messed up for 15 years, I have been messed up for 15 years or whatever. So it is what it is. So the conversation goes left because Sky's not understanding him. Basically, by Sky stretching and all that stuff before, you know, she meets up with Genesis, it's like she thinks she's gonna have to fight her own son, you know what I mean? And basically she doesn't know him really. She doesn't, I don't know if Sky has that emotional bond or connection with Genesis or whatever. So anyway, she's stretching. To me, she's stretching because she thinks she's gonna fight with him. She thinks that's the best way to solve things. So she needs to get help before she can even, you know, chill with Genesis or try to help Genesis or whatever. And so Sky was like, you know, stop playing with me or whatever. Sky just basically was like, you know, Genesis gets up or whatever to leave, and she gets up too, and she thinking he's gonna come at her. You know, he's trying to leave, and he was like, come on, I don't want to deal with this shit, man. You're such a, he feels like she's fugazi. And so she was like, oh, fuck you little motherfucker, F that nigga. And she starts to cry, but I don't think she did a good job in trying to talk to him. And Genesis shows all the sign of an abused child that is still stuck in the age of like 6 or 8 or 9 or 10. He's still stuck in that age where he can't communicate. So anyways, peace. I'm out. One love. My peeps and my peoples. Black Ink Crew New York. It's gonna be lit next week. Sky and Genesis, what a sad fucking thing. And so also Genesis says, you know, Genesis walks off. Caesar goes, tries to talk to, you know, Genesis, and Genesis was like, tell her I hate her. But before then he said, get these cameras out of here. So basically that's what kids do. Kids will tell you, I hate you, mommy, I hate you, daddy, and whatever, they'll run or whatever. But see, he's a grown man. He needs help. They need help, son. For real, for real. Peace.